Hello all, it is Pokemon Sugar Please here, talking about the mega tournament I attended in Orlando, hosted by Victory Road PvP and Kieng. It was very fun. So I started against TDI 4 1200. I'm pretty happy with this lead because I'm able to get to about 3 aerial aces in the time it takes him to get to about 2.5 mud bombs. It does take 2 mud bombs to take me out, so I do let it take me out and then safely farm down without him getting to a blizzard. In comes in Noctowl. I'm already able to foul play a Ray, maybe get some shield pressure out, and I do drag out a shield. I'm actually surprised he switched out of his bird because there was no shield, so he had to eat that shield there. I'm just trying to get to the blizzard, but he's able to take me out there. And I'm clicking, trying to get to the foul play, and I get it right before dying. Closer than it needed to be on that first match. I try to switch, and it finally lets me switch. In comes in Shiftry, 2 shields. I knew that I was in a horrible spot, so I was thinking, okay, if I charge up a bunch of energy, he won't think the first one is a blizzard, but he does end up shielding correctly, and I just throw Mud Bomb out for some chip damage right before getting slammed down. Send in my Escavalier, try to farm up, hoping he doesn't correctly send the foul play, but he does. In comes in the bird and takes me out right away. Shiftry's here. I'm just praying I can somehow tear through the rest of his team before he can get to that ice punch, but he takes me out very easily in that match. Predicting either the bird or a Shiftry lead, I did lead Frostlass. I'm actually surprised he switched out of there because he would have had a much better standing just being in there. I'm able to farm down his Probopass with my Wish Cache here. In comes in Shiftry. I throw out the Mud Bomb bait. And then I do have to shield here. I'm not able to though because I don't have any shields. I'm able to get to the Sky Attack. Farm down. He probably was already at a foul play, so I'm surprised he didn't throw it there. And it's gone. The next match was versus GT Arsenal. Very cool guy. I actually have him on his friend list now. Able to take out... Oh no, I forgot he shielded that. He most likely thought he would be able to charm me down and then throw the attack into the next mon. The dreaded Alolan Marowak came out, but I kind of scared him off with my Probopass. Swampert was a Pokemon that gave me a lot of trouble with how fast it was able to get to those Hydro Cannons. Oh my gosh, when it was up shields, it could tear through my whole team. And I'm just waiting to die. He ends up switching to Alolan Marowak and just dumping all the energy in there. I'm not super concerned with an Altaria versus Noctowl lead because it gets it close enough that I'm able to farm down usually with the next mon. Coming with Frostlass. He does already have the Sky Attack ready to go, and he switches into Swampert right away. Throw a Shadow Ball. He does not shield, so I switch into Shifter to catch the Hydro Cannon. Able to farm him down. In comes in Escavalier. I throw that foul play as fast as I can. And then I am able to throw out another Leaf Blade to take the shield. I shield here. And this is where I made the worst mistake. I saw that he switched out to his Altaria, but I thought his Escavalier had less health, and I ended up losing that match because I dumped all my energy into his like 2 health Altaria. It's a Wishcash versus Alolan Muck. I am not very worried about this matchup, but I do end up using a lot of my shields, trying to get it lower health for my next mon. He dumps all his energy here. Coming with Frostlass, hit some lag, able to Frost Breath him down. In comes in Swampert. I eat 1 Hydro Cannon, throw an Avalanche. Switch into Shiftry right away. You see a Charmer and you cry, but I'm able to get to 2 Leaf Blades and take out his Alolan Ninetales because I switched in early. Able to shield his last Hydro Cannon and just fast attack him down and then get to an Avalanche for the last second. I don't know if he was already at a charge move or not. In my next battle, I fought Urkmon. Again, I'm not super concerned about the Noctowl versus Altaria lead. I'm barely able to hang on and throw that last Sky attack. He does have a little bit of energy, so I have to watch out. He switches out into Blaziken, throw a Shadow Ball, and then switch, catch the Blaze Kick. That was very big. Throw the Mud Bomb, kill it in 1 shot. I'm able to just Mud Shot down the Altaria and throw a Mud Bomb out at the next Pokemon. Throw another one. Putting in his work. I do shield this just to make it safer for throwing the last attack. We have Noctowl versus Altaria again. I tried to stack up 2 at a time just so he'd have a harder time switching out to the Sky attack. I tried getting to that last one, but I was not able to. And because of that, he's able to throw one out at my Frostlass, which I decide to shield. In comes in Blaziken again. I throw the Shadow Ball. I switch to my Mud Boy, but he switches into Breloom to catch the Mud Bomb. I throw another Mud Bomb. I'm hoping he doesn't have the Seed Bomb, and he throws out his Seed Bomb finally. I'm able to come in with Frostlass and fast attack it down. In comes in Blaziken, and Blaze kicks me in the face. My last match, I predicted he was going to lead with Altaria again, so I decided to use that to my advantage. I'm thinking he has to go for Blast Burn here, so I shield it. I'm thinking this one was too fast, has to be Blaze Kick. He's able to counter me down. In comes in my Bird. I correctly shield the Blast Burn, which was very big. In comes in Altaria. So I switch to Frostlass, Avalanche it down, and he's got the Breloom in the back again, which I'm able to take out there. Noctowl versus Noctowl in my match versus young Melanin King. Very cool guy. My Noctowl didn't have as good of IVs as most people's, but I was still very confident in using it in the mirror match, because in this tournament you didn't really want to have a lot of HP on the next Pokemon anyways, because they could just farm you down. But I did have to use a shield here, and I got a little antsy, so I did throw a Leaf Blade. Here's something that I thought was kind of weird. He switches, and I go for the Leaf Blade, but it ended up not going through for some reason, and he's able to kill me even though I had it. And he said that didn't affect the match, which I thought was kind of annoying, but you'll see what happens later in the game. later in the matches. Sorry. He's able to take out Wish Cash in that first one. He wins that first one, but I don't know. I predict he's going to lead with Noctowl, so I lead with Frostlass. Switches out to his Mudshot Poliwrath. I wanted my Noctowl to be very healthy for the next few ones, so I did shield one of the Ice Punches. Comes back in with his Noctowl. I switch out to Frostlass, throw my Avalanche right away to get his last shield. He's able to actually Nightshade here. Personally, I prefer throwing the Sky Attack versus Frostlass because they both do approximately the same damage. I let him waste all his energy here so I can come in with my Mud Boy without having to worry too much, but he does end up able to throw out the Blizzard. I throw a Mud Bomb here, and all he has is his Noctowl. Comes back in, he throws a Mud Bomb, and I live by like barely any HP in that match. Able to take game number 2. Have another Noctowl versus Noctowl match. Throw my first Sky Attack. Throw my second Sky Attack, predicting the shield. He does not shield. I let my Noctowl go down here so I can safely come in with Shiftry. Already have one Snarl off. I let him throw his first charge move. And I believe I have 2 Leaf Blades back to back here. I accidentally overfarmed a little bit, so he was able to dump all his energy with the Hydro Cannon. He ends up staying in here. And I'm able to get to my Leaf Blade, and he's got another Mud Boy in the back. So I'm able to take out his both of his Mons pretty fast. I actually fought OK Haha, one of the girls at PvP. Very, very competent trainer. Very tough challenges. We have Noctowl versus Noctowl again. I'm pretty confident I'll be able to get to another one. And she ends up shielding it, so I let myself go down, come in with Frostlass, farm down. In comes in Swampert again, getting some flashbacks of the last match. Able to hit the Shadow Ball. And in comes Heracross. I incorrectly throw Foul Play. I was crying there. Hits the close combat. I try to fast attack a little bit down so I have some more energy for the next mon, but she already had a Hydro Cannon ready to go to take me out. Sweating after that first match. She ends up switching into Heracross and eats an Avalanche. I decide to shield here to save my Frostlass against her Noctowl. I throw an Avalanche out to take a shield. I throw a Shadow Ball, get another shield, so I come in with Noctowl, prepared to eat a Hydro Cannon or 2. In comes in her Noctowl. I'm like thinking, oh my gosh, I have Escavalier in the back. I cannot let it like take out my my Pokemon right away. So I'm able to fast attack down. I switch to Escavalier right away to eat the Hydro Cannon. And then it's a race to get to the charge move. I'm able to barely get to Avalanche on the Frostlass because it dumped all its energy into the Escavalier. I'm actually pretty confident in the Noctowl versus Alolan Ninetales. She does have to double shield to win this matchup, basically. But I'm able to barely live on 1 HP. So she's able to get that 1 wing attack in against me. I take the shield from the Swampert, throw another Avalanche. She decides to eat it. Throws out a Hydro Cannon. I come in with Shiftry. I'm thinking, oh, she doesn't have Sludge Wave. She does! I'm able to barely fast attack it down, throw the avalanche. It's living on 2 HP and I slap it once and it's gone. Oh my gosh, they were so close matches. I could tell she was not happy about that, but she was very cool about it afterwards. So it was a pleasure fighting her. In the next match, I didn't have as fun of a time, because I end up coming in with my Noctowl here, get hit with the first Ice Punch. I decide to shield because I predict he has something in the back that's weak to Noctowl. But in comes in Noctowl. He comes in with Shift Tree. Foul plays down. I'm able to fast attack down the Shift Tree, but it's got a fully healthy Noctowl on the back, so there wasn't really any coming back from that round. Noctowl versus Noctowl lead. Very familiar. Goes for his Sky Attack right away, but I like to hit mine back to back. But I was a little bit off on that one. Lives on 1 HP, takes me out. So I come in with Frostlass, and I shield the first attack, ends up being Leaf Blade. I predict this to be a foul play, but it's another Leaf Blade. I switch out into my Shift Tree. I go for my attack, but he's able to win the CMP. Throw my Leaf Blade. In comes in Poliwrath. I hit the Leaf Blade. Get the shield. He throws his attack, takes me out. I go for my Shadow Ball. Takes out most of its HP, but watch this. I'm attacking, but it doesn't do any damage and it didn't give me any energy, and I feel like I would have won that match, but we ended up doing another match which I hard lost, so it ended up not even mattering for me. Next I fought Quinby, the infamous. Very fun guy. Right before we even fought, the person next to me was like, "Oh, you're fighting him?" And I was like, "Oh god, what do you mean you're fighting him?" I actually lost the footage of the first match because I didn't record it, and that was the one match I actually won. I mean, spoilers? So I throw the Mud Bomb versus his Frostlass. He switches out into Charizard to either eat the Mud Bomb or get his energy out right away. And he's got his Frostlass versus my Noctowl, not good. And he's able to take me out in one hit from the avalanche. Throw the Sky Attack, shielded. Try to get to the next one, but I miss it by 1 wing attack, horrible. Throw the Leaf Blade, predicting the shield. Decide to shield. It's only a Dragon Claw. Put up another shield. It's another Dragon Claw. I was very mad at myself after that. Not even able to take it out after the Leaf Blade. He switches into his Shift Tree. He's got no shields, and I miss it by the tiniest bit. Oh my gosh, there was no coming back after those, that series of mistakes. It was horrible. And then the next match, I match up with Shagness. So I got matched up with 3 or 4 very popular trainers in the community. It was pretty interesting to find out about afterwards, because I wasn't familiar with a few of them, but I did see them in the ads for the Mega Tournament. Throw out the Leaf Blade versus the Frostlass. You gotta protect that Frostlass because they're very, very fragile. I know I can eat a few avalanches, just one really, then the second one's gonna take you out always. I try switching, and it's the Wishcash versus Noctowl. Throw out the first Sky Attack. Get hit with the Blizzard. I tried to get a little bit of extra energy for the next Pokemon, but it's probably going to be Frostlass. Comes in, lives on 1 HP, and is able to take me out there. Oh my gosh. So it's Noctowl versus Noctowl here. I think probably less than 10% of people actually brought Altaria or something. It was pretty wild to see this many Noctowls, but he's definitely a favorite of a lot of the people competing. Switch into Siftree, try to get farm down, but it's able to hit 2 avalanches before I can take it down. Take both of my shields. She comes in with the Noctowl, takes out my Shiftry right away because I was waiting to see if she had a Wish Cache coming in to throw the Leaf Blade at before I just wasted the foul play, but ended up being my undoing there. If I threw the foul play, I would have had a chance at hitting the Blizzard on one of the other Mons. I decided to lead with Escavalier to see if I could have any luck with that. Throw out both of the aerial aces. Shield. In comes in the bird, so I throw a attack at that to chip away at it a little bit before I go into the mirror match. Charge up some energy, throw a sky attack. Lives on 1 HP. I'm able to barely wing attack it down and just hoping I can wing attack the next Pokemon. Able to take its shield, come in with Escavalier, eat the energy. In comes in my Shiftry, farm up a little bit, and it's just GG in the end. Thanks for watching. I hope to make some more content for you guys. And please subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.